Okay, so what we would learn today is how to apply filter in this. Now, filter means simple, you can say uh, searching thing. So, what we'll do is we'll have a search bar here somewhere. Means search bar is nothing but the simple text field, right? And as we type, let's say if I type A, so everything that starts with A would be shown. If I type AF, so all the countries' name which start with AF would be shown, right? That is what we will try to implement. Right, now let us see how we can do this. Now, the very first thing that we will do is let us have an input field. So I'll go to home, and before I display countries, let me have a div. Then I would say search. Sorry, I'll give a label, and inside label, I would say search, right? And after label, I will give an input field, right? And in input, I would say type equals to text, and I'll give ng model equals to, I'll call it something search string, search str. That's what I would call. Right. So it is a very simple input field. It probably might cry for ng model, no, because we have used this thing form forms module previously. Right. Now, what I'm going to implement is if I type AFG, so it should show me Afghanistan or all the countries whose name start with AFG. Right. Now, let us see that. And we'll try to make it case insensitive as well, right? Because while typing, generally we do not follow the case, right? That's what we would try. Imagine a situation, let's say if you are using a Zomato app, and inside Zomato app, you want to search something by, say, the name of a restaurant, right? Let's say if you are searching Tuli, so you'll type Tuli somewhere, right? And or it, as soon as you type T, all uh, say all the restaurants whose name start with T would be displayed, right? So something of that sort we would try to implement, right? Now let's see how we can do that. Now what I would do is on this input I'll give a key up event. What does key up do? It right, key up will detect every change that is there in the input, right? So on uh, key up event, I would say filter countries. So this is a very simple function which I am calling filter countries. Now I'll create this function in my TS file. So I'll go to TS somewhere down here. I'll say filter countries. Right. Along with this, I also need to add the data member. Search str. I'll give it of the type string. Okay. Right. And here initially I would simply say console.log this dot search str. Right. Now let's see if our input field is working properly. So if I type A, I should get A. A, S, D, F, right? Whatever I type, I am getting in my console. So my key up is working properly. Right. This is the very first step that we are doing. The next thing is depending upon the search string, whatever our search string is, right? We should try to filter our countries. That is, we'll try to find those elements in the array countries, right, whose name start with whatever our search string is, right? That's what I would try to do. So to do this, I would use a filter function, which is a simple JavaScript function, right? So I'll use a filter function. So what I would say is, I would say this dot countries equals to this dot countries dot filter. Right. Now filter function, it takes a callback. it takes a callback, right? Now in this, what I would try to do is I would try to filter. So I'll say if x dot name equals to, it's not equals to, I would say dot includes, I would say this dot search str, right? I would simply return x. Right. Now, what this filter function does is, right, it iterates over each element one by one, right? And this return function at the end, what it would do is it will return you an array matching with this condition. That is what it would do. And I would say console.log this dot countries. Right. So we had our countries previously, right? Where did we get those countries? We got those countries here, right, from our service. And via our service, we called that API. We made a get request and we called that API. And we are trying to display the countries here, right? First, we displayed them here, somewhere here, right, in line number 16. And then I'm displaying it in line number 31. Now, let us try and see, right, if this thing works. Now, let's say I type A, right? I am getting 2 and 2 elements. I say F, right? I'm not getting anything, right? What might be the reason? The reason is, right, that it is not case sensitive. I'll reload this page. Now, if I type A, capital A, then I say F, then I see, if you can see, I typed A and F, right? We got all the strings which include this AF, right? So Afghanistan has AF, Central African Republic has AF, South Africa has AF. So we got 3 countries. And if I type G, I'll get only Afghanistan, right? But what happens is that if I remove this search string, right, the countries which I see is only the same country. That is because we have changed our countries array. So countries array, which initially used to include 250 elements, now only includes 3 elements, or for that matter, 1 element, because we typed AFG. To do that, what we should do is we should declare, right, another data member. I'll call it display countries colon any equals to, again, it is a blank array, right? Then here I would say where we got the countries, I would also say this dot display countries also equals to success. So I am having 2 arrays which have my countries right now, right? And in filter countries, instead of this dot countries, I would say this dot display countries equals to countries dot filter. So this countries would be our master data. So it would contain all the elements, and we are not changing that. And I'll change this to this, right? And display countries we would use in our ng for. So we have used let's see of countries. Instead, I would say let's see of display countries. Right now, initially we got that. Now I said AFG. Right, we got everything. I remove one element. I remove G. Right, we get all those containing AF. I remove F. We get everything. Let's search for India. I say INDIA. Right, so we got ये ब्रिटिश इंडियन ओशन टेरिटरी कौन सा कंट्री है मेरे को नहीं पता, but we got that. Right, so all the names which include INDIA, right, they would be displayed, right? And if I remove this, this would keep on changing. But this is still not, say, case sensitive, right? Case insensitive, sorry. Now, if I type IND, right, we don't get anything. Why? Because this is not case insensitive. So what I would do is, in my app.component.ts, right? I would do a very simple thing. I would say the x.name dot to lowercase dot includes to lowercase is a function, huh? And this dot search str also dot to lowercase. Now, now what it would do is it will uh, check, it will change all the names to lowercase, right? And it will search. This is only for search purpose, right? In display, we are still displaying whatever actual value it is, right? Now let us try this. Now, if I say INDIA, right, I get India. If I say America, right, I get America, irrespective of howsoever I say A, then sorry, if I say I, capital I, N, capital D, small I, capital A, still I get India, right? Is it clear? यहाँ तक includes क्या करता है सर? क्या करेगा includes? तुझे क्या लगता है? It searches a substring. It searches for a substring inside a string. That is what includes does. Please explain how it works, whatever you written in filter function. Okay. So in our filter function, right? In our filter function, yeah, right. This filter function, what it does is, this is similar to writing like this. If I say for let I equals to 0, semicolon I less than this dot countries dot length I plus plus, right? And I would say if this dot countries of I dot name dot includes this dot search str, right? Then I would say this dot display countries dot push, and I'll pass this dot countries of I, right? This is what it does. So what it is going to do is it will check if this array countries, it has this search string, its name property has this search string, then it will fill this display countries array, right, with the corresponding country, whichever matches this condition. Is it clear? The only way is like this filter function, it accepts a callback, right, with a single parameter. And this parameter, right, it is like iterating over, this parameter contains one value in each iteration. That is what it does. Is it clear, Vaishnav? Okay. See, so filtering and all is that easy in Angular, right? I type anything, I get corresponding things, right? If I say Brazil, right, we get Brazil, right? That way it works. समझ गया filter? Now let's say that if you also wish to uh, search something else in it as well. Let's say, what else do we have? Uh, let's say if we also wish to include the capital in our search, that even if we say type the capital, right, we should see the country, right? Let us implement this as well. So what I'll do, I just need to change the condition. How will I do that? If x dot name dot two lowercase dot includes this, or x dot capital dot two lowercase dot includes this dot search str dot two lowercase. Right. So what this thing is going to do is it will check if name has it, if name has the search string, or if the capital has the search string, still it would return that value. Now let us check that. Let's type Delhi. Right. We got the country. Is it clear? Okay. Right. Now, next thing what I'm going to do is that I'll create a new page, right? And if I click anywhere in this country volatile, right, I should navigate to that page and details of that country should be displayed, right? That is what I am going to do, right? Now, for this, what we will do is we will use another API. What is that API? This is say get country by code sort of, right? So every country is having a unique code here. It is called as alpha code. These guys call it alpha code. Let's see. Yeah. Right. So we have this alpha 2 code or alpha 3 code. Right. So this is the API. It is REST countries, REST v2 alpha. And if we give the code, right, we get the corresponding country. So code for Afghanistan is AF. Right. So we get only Afghanistan. That is what we do. So for that, right, what we need to do is we need to, the very first thing that we need to do is on click of this country, right, on clicking this country, what this will do is this will open a new page. So we need to use routing. That is the first thing that we need to do. And along with the routes, what we'll do is we will pass the country code there. Along with the routes, what we'll do is we'll pass the country code to that component or to that page, right? And then we will use that country code which we have passed from this page to that page, right? And what we'll do is we will call that API based on that country code. That is what we will do, right? So let us go step by step. Let us create the API first. Now we have our service, this countries.service.ts. I'll write another function. I'll say get country by code, right? And I'll pass some code to this as a parameter, right? And in this, I would simply say return this dot http dot get, right? And I'll pass the URL. Where do we get that URL? We get that URL here. So I'll copy till alpha, right? And I'll paste here. Then I'll give a slash, right? And I'll say plus code, right? Now this code, the parameter which we would get in this get country by code should be the country code of a particular country, right? That way, this URL would become alpha code slash whatever the code is. Let's say if for Afghanistan it is AF. So we'll pass AF here. Right. So it would be alpha slash AF. And alpha slash AF, what it does is it returns you this JSON. That is what, that is how we would get that data. Right. So that's what we are going to do here. Now we would be calling this get country by code from the new component which we would be creating. So I'll create a new component and I'll call it, say, country. I'll create a new tab, right? And in this, I would say ng generate component and I'll call it country. Right. So a new component got created. Right. I'll go into that component in its TS file. What I'll do is I'll do a few things. First thing is I'll import the service. So I will say import countries, countries service from dot dot slash countries dot service. Right. The next thing which I will do is I will inject this service. So I will say private CACR like this country service. Then I'll create a data member country. Right. It's blank initially. And in my ng on init function, what I'll do is I'll call this dot CACR dot get countries by code, right? And in this, I need to pass code somewhere, right? That's what I need to do. Initially, I'm just putting it blank here, right? But that is what we would do, right? At the end, what we will be doing is we'll be passing the code, whatever the code we are getting in this page, we would be passing that code, right? Now, what we'll do is from our app.component.html, right? Now, this is my div. What I'll do is I'll set some style here. And I'll say background color, I'll give it some, say, coral. Let's see what we see here. Okay. Now, what I have to implement is anywhere if I click on this, anywhere in this div, right, it should go to a new page. That's what it should do. Right. So I'll write a click function here. Right. So I would say click equals to, and I'll pass, say, go to country. I'll write this function, right? And in this, what I'll do is I will also pass the code. So I'll say C dot alpha 2 code. Now let me check what is the exact name. Alpha 2 code. C is capital, right? So I'll pass this alpha 2 code, right? So from each object of the country, right, what it would do is it will pass the alpha 2 code. Whichever div is clicked, means whichever country is clicked, it will pass that alpha 2 code. That's what it would do. And I'll write this go to country function here. Now in this, what I am going to do is I'll write this function. In this function, I'll take a parameter code which we are receiving here. And from here, we need to route. So for that, currently I have not implemented router in this. Yes, I have not. So I will implement router here. Right. So I would say import router module, comma, routes from @angular slash router. And I'll create an object of routes. A blank array, then I'll say First thing is path, and I would say home, right? Or component, right? I would say app component, right? Then I'll use next path. I would say path. Uh, what is my next path? Country, right? And component. I would use country component. I'll also have a default path. I would say path, which is default, and I'll say redirect to, and I would say home and path match. I would say full, and then right in my imports, I would simply say router module dot for root, because this is the app module. We'll use for root, right? And I added routes here. Right. Then what I'll also do is in my app.component.html, uh, I will use router outlet. Right now, there will be one issue in this. That issue would be that this particular say app component, whatever are the contents of our app component, right? They are always displayed, right, in your app, right? So uh, that would be an issue initially, but what we can do is, okay, let me create another component as well. So I'll say ng generate component countries. So I created another component countries, right? And in my app.component.html, I will copy all these things into my countries component. So we have a countries component here in my HTML. I simply copy this. Then in my app.module.ts, what I'll do is I'll have home would go to countries component, right? So by default, it will redirect to home. And in my app.component.html, we will only have router outlet, right? Then what I also need to do is in my I'll copy these things from, I'll have a countries, display countries, right? And the constructor as well as the go to countries function, as well as the filter countries function. Okay, so I almost need to take everything. I'll remove this, right? And I simply will take copy from here till here. Oops. Right, then I'll go to my countries.component.html, sorry, ts, and I will add all these somewhere in between these, right? And I don't need this here, right? I'll simply import countries service, right? I have multiple constructor. I remove this, right? This won't happen with you guys because I'm just copy pasting this, so this is happening here. Yes, I did, and probably this should be working. Right, okay. Now we got to this home page and we have this thing here. Right, so it is working. Okay. See how simple copy paste is. Right, I created one component, deleted everything from first component, and I copy pasted it into another one. Okay. Now in this go to country, what I need to do is I need to use router to navigate. So I will say import router from @angular/router, and I will inject that router. I will say private router colon router dot QIR. Okay, I said comma. Right, and then what I would say is I would say this dot router dot navigate. Right, inside navigate, I will give the path as country. Right, that is the first thing which I have done. Let's see if the navigation works. If I click on this, it went to country, and inside country, I'm getting country works. Right, so the navigation works. We do not have a back button here, so we should also add a back button there. Anyways, we'll add that later. Right, so this is the first thing, right? That whenever I click on any of this country, right, it navigates to the second page. This is a simple routing which I have implemented, but I have not passed the code to that page. Now to pass that code, what we need to do is, right, we need to pass another parameter to this function, which is a JSON object. Inside JSON object, right, what we need to do is we need to use a key, which is query params. And inside query params, right, we'll pass the value of query params key is another JSON object in which I'll say code or C, I'll say C code, which is country code, and I'll pass this code. Now this C code is a key which should be passed, and this code is the code of the country which would be passed. Right, that's what going to happen here. Now let's see what actually happens. Now as soon as I click on this, right, if you can see, the URL changes. Right, how does it change? It has a question mark, right, and after that question mark we have the key which we created here, C code, right, and after that equals to, it is AF. What is AF? AF is the country code of Afghanistan, right? So we have this code here. That is how we pass the data to this page. Is it clear yahan tak? Okay. Now what this thing is called is, this is called as query parameters. What are they called? They are called as query parameters. So basic syntax of query parameter is, after your URL, right, there is a question mark. So the question mark denotes that the query parameters are starting from here, right? And if you wish to pass multiple parameters, right, they would come as ampersand here. So let's say if I pass, say another parameter, let's say name, and I just hard code it to Gandhar, right, and I click on save. I'll go back and I click on this, right? So I get this country code as AX and I get name as Gandhar. So you can pass multiple parameters in this way, right? Then each parameter is separated by an ampersand. Is it clear? Okay, so that way we pass multiple parameters to a page or to a component or via a route. Right, now the next thing that we need to do is we need to take these parameters and take its value and pass it to our function of the service. That's what we would do. Now to do that, right, we'll go to our country.component.ts, right, and what I would say is I would say import router comma activated route from @angular/router. Right, then I will inject them here. So I will say private router colon router and private ACT route colon activated route. Right. So what I have done is I have taken router and activated route from here, right, from Angular router, and I injected them in our constructor. Right. That's what I have done. The next thing which I'll do is in my ng-on-init, I'll use this object of activated route class. So I would say this dot ACT route, right, dot query params, right, dot subscribe, right, and I'll use a callback function, right, whose parameter is params, and I'll simply initially say console.log params. That's what I would say. Right, now let's see what happens. See, now in my country.component.ts line number 16, what I am seeing here is, right, the keys and values of the parameters. Right, the keys, which is C code and its value AH, in the same way key name and its value Gandhar. That is what I am seeing here. Right, now we can always use this object and pass it to our service. So what I would do is here, I'll cut this from here, I'll just paste it here. Right, so we get the parameters here, and after we get the parameters, what I will simply pass is, I will say params dot C code. Now what is C code? C code is the name of our query parameter, which contains our country code. To this, I would say dot subscribe. Right, I will say success. Right, and I will simply say console.log success. Now this is in line number 18 of country.component.ts. Right, that's what we are having here. So if you can see in line number 18, what I actually got is, I got ये जो भी है AX जिसका भी कोड था, राइट, उसका डेटा मुझे यहाँ मिला. राइट, इफ आई गो बैक to our home page and I click on Albania, right, so what I would see is the data for Albania, right, that's what I would get. Now after I have got the data, what I'll do is I'll fill that data, right, in this country object. Right, this is an object, this is not an array, so you cannot have ng-for on this object, right, this would be a plain object. So I would say this dot country equals to success, right, and after I say this, I have a data member, right, which is an object which has the information about the country. Then in my HTML file, what I would do is, right, I would try to display that country. Let's say I have a div tag. Inside this div tag, I'll give an h1 tag. In my h1, I would simply say country dot name. Right, now let's see if we get that name. Right, so we got the name. Right, I go back, I click on some other country, say Andorra. ये भी कौन सी country है पता नहीं. So we get that name. Right, let us also display its flag. So I'll use img. Then in my img, I'll say source equals to, I'll bind it, I'll say country dot flag, and I'll use some style equals to, and I would say width 300 px and height colon 300 px. Right, I'll close this. Now let's see. Right, so I just displayed the country and its flag. Let me select another country, Argentina. Right, we get the flag of Argentina. Right, and its name. Now, whatever information you wish to show in this page, you'll be able to display it on this page. Right, so that is how you pass the parameters and you take the parameters. To take the parameters, what we have is we have activated route, right? And in that in the object of activated route, right, you have an object called as query parameters, and inside what we do is we subscribe to those query parameters and we get the all the parameters in this object, which is params. And if you do a console.log params, you'll see all the parameters displayed as a JSON value. Out of that, I am just using the C code parameter because that is the parameter which I need for my API to fetch the data. That is what I am doing. Right. What we'll also do is let us also have a home button here. Right. I'll call it home. And I would say router link equals to /home. Right. So no need to press the back button that way. So if I click on home, I go here. Right. I search something. Let's say I search India. I click on India. Right. I get its flag. Is it clear? Okay, great. Now what I want is, I want each one of you to implement this thing, right? I'll stop the recording.